And we're going to hear from Sriman Krsna Prema Dasa, who he is from Vancouver in British Columbia. As I said earlier, one of my favorite cities in the world. Everybody seems very kind there. Very sattvic city, actually. At the age of 18, he went over to India. He surrendered to Srila Gurudeva fully, and he was a brahmachari under Premananda Prabhu, or Prabhuji's guidance, for 8 years. And Premananda was very important in my evolution as a devotee. Meeting him was like having my own mother in the muck. He's always so personal and so warm and so beautiful. And I'm told, Prabhu, you're a very skillful Mridanga player. So I'll bear that in mind. So please, a very warm welcome to the Pushpanjali, to Gurudev's memories. Please share your heart fully and without any, don't hold back. We're eager to hear your glorification of Srila Gurudev. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Prams to all the devotees here present to remember Srila Gurudev. This very auspicious, wonderful time that we can get together and remember Srila Gurudev. It's truly an honor to be here. And myself, thank you, Prabhuji, for giving a little introduction about myself and my time in India and my surrender to Srila Gurudev. It was something that I am always contemplating. My life has forever been changed from the time in the moment that I came into touch with Srila Gurudev. So I'll just quickly offer some Mangala Charan and say some few words, because I haven't actually prepared proper Pushpanjali, but please bear with me. Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshuramiritam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Vandeham Shri Guru Varam Shri Rupanuga Pravaram Brajarasa Rasikam Cha Narayanam Tam Prapanam Shri Guru Charanam Bande Vinoda Prishta Bhutale Rupanuga Bhaktinam Cha Kripa Murti Narayanam Namashishtam Manamapi Shachi Putra Matra Swarupam Rupam Tazya Grachim Ruparim Maturim Goshtavatim Radha Kundam Girivaramaho Radhika Madhavashyam Prapto Yasya Pratita Kripaya Shri Guru Tamnatosmi Mancha Kalpa Tarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bevacha Patitanam Pavanibhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Giradhar Shivasari Shri Gaura Bhakti Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Rama Rama Hare Hare. So again, I'll try to be a little bit more informal with memories of Srila Gurudev. To be honest, when I think about my current situation and the physical presence that I had with Srila Gurudev was very minimal. I came at I was 18 years old, 19 years old, and I surrendered to Srila Gurudev, and I was able to be in some physical proximity and able to come to Badger, California, Vancouver, Canada. So I'll just jump to this one. So in 2008, Srila Gurudev Narayana Maharaj came to Vancouver, Canada, where I was able to take his darshan for the very first time. And growing up in Vancouver and also Sharanagati village, Canada, I had come in touch with Srila Gurudev's Sangha, his preachers, Shamrani Mataji, Shripad Ashram Maharaj had come up there, Aranya Maharaj, Prem Prayojan, Vishaka Didi, Kishore Mahansudevi. So much mercy was there from young age, but it was only, growing up in the ISKCON community, then some politics were there, and then moving to Vancouver and growing up and living beside the ISKCON temple, I was able to develop greed to, come in touch with Srila Narayana Raj and Srila Gurudev, and I tried to learn a little bit of Mridanga for that to be of a service. And so then in 2008, Srila Gurudev came to Vancouver and impressed me so much, actually. I remember this first darshan that we went to the Vedic Lakshmi Narayan Mandir. And at that time, Srila Gurudev came, and all of a sudden there was just so many devotees present, and many devotees of Srila Narayana Raj, of Srila Gurudev's Sangha, had come from California and from America to see Srila Gurudev in Vancouver, as well as various other devotees from Vancouver that had not seen in a long time. So Srila Gurudev had that capacity, that attraction. We know this. Everywhere he went, he attracted so many devotees to hear the Bhagavatam. So at that time, Srila Gurudev started his Harikatha with remembering the sages of Naimisharanya when they assembled to hear the Bhagavatam. And Srila Gurudev loves to tell this story. So he told this story of how the sages there, and they were worried what would be the future for the Kali Yuga, for the people of Kali Yuga. They have such short attention spans and like this. So the remedy, the cure, was to speak the Srimad Bhagavatam in that assembly. And so Srila Gurudev was able to go into that discussion and discuss what is it that really brings the paramartic wealth, the wealth of the souls of the jivas to grow. So I personally just remember it at that time, being physically present in front of Srila Gurudev, that I had such a yearning, actually, just to see a pure devotee for the first time in my life and to take his darshan. And it was kind of me putting everything like, this has to be it. I have to become impressed by Maharaj here. So, but I remember listening to this katha and with some sincerity, and the words seemed to just enter into my ears and they cooled my heart. It was just, and also Gurudeva at that time was speaking in Hindi. I did not know any Hindi at that time. He spoke some Hindi and some English, but still, like, the Harikatha touched my heart, and I felt really affected by Srila Gurudev's mercy at that time. And I recall after the lecture, my father, who has also had taken initiation from Srila Gurudev in some previous years, had introduced me to Srila Gurudev, and Srila Gurudev gave me, some affection at that time, some small words, and he said that he wanted to see me like soon. He wanted me, he said, to become a strong devotee like your father. And I was yearning for some blessings, some words from Srila Gurudev. So very easily, in just a few words, he was able to completely, he smashed my ego. he said, don't do anything nonsense, like don't meat eating, drinking, basic things, and to become strong devotee. So that at first was a kind of a smash to my ego. Then afterwards he said, I never eat meat, but then right afterwards he said, and I want you very soon. And just that alone touched my heart so much, actually. Like I was just broke down weeping, and I felt Srila Gurudev had me in his interest. So, I was able to luckily, join Srila Gurudev and take Harinam and initiation, Diksha initiation in Badger, California that year, 2008, on the Pandava Nirjala Kadashi. And I was able to travel with the Maharaja, Sripad Damodar Maharaj, and to travel to Europe for the first time in my life, and to come to Srila Gurudev's festivals in Italy. And then I was able to go to Turkey and Istanbul and Srila Gurudev came there with all but the mercy of his preachers, his sannyasis. And it was just a life-changing experience to go from working, finishing school, to all of a sudden out of nowhere just on the tour with Srila Gurudev, and to see so many senior devotees, very eloquently, giving Harikatha at all of these festivals. And it was such a life-changing experience that after coming to India, then seeing how Srila Gurudev ran his temples there, I was also quite impressed. And I remember like the following year, my father met Srila Gurudev in Badger, California, and he said, he was asking about me, Krishna Prem, and Srila Gurudev said, yes, he is under my control, like everything is taken care of. So but anyhow, in this so yes, and then in 2009, Srila Gurudev, just after Gur Purnima, I went to Bengal Prachar, West Bengal, and after that Gur Purnima, and then after Gur Purnima I went to Mathura, and then I was traveling again with Jiva Priya, who became Vishnu Swami, and Srila Gurudev, by mercy of Premananda Prabhu also, he kind of intervened and helped me get a saffron cloth. And Srila Gurudev, that was a very special moment I can share, Prabhu, and to the devotees, that I know that I had some understanding of what is this saffron cloth and what is its significance, and how Srila Gurudev is, sannyasi, and his particular, also his cloth is very like soft saffron. And in Mathura, Keshavji Gaudiya Mat, so I had arranged this cloth and dyed it, and then I'd given it to Srila Gurudev, and I asked him, I said, what is the meaning of the saffron cloth, Gurudev? And he said, oh, this is the color of Krishna Prem. So this is the color of Radharani's love, Anurag for Krishna. Therefore, that is why Mahaprabhu accepted this color. And he said, therefore you can follow nicely and never associate with women and progress in bhakti. I forget. So Srila Gurudev has been kind of everything in my life, in a sense that after joining the Mat and being with his devotees and brahmacharis who had been serving Srila Gurudev, I was able to witness their dedication and their utter surrender into Srila Gurudev's, his mood, his vani, his teachings, not only just cutting vegetables and cooking, but giving your mind and words in the service of Guru. And this is something that I've personally have lacked and procrastinated on in my spiritual life. The chance for devotees to glorify and to do kirtan. First, we have to hear Shravan and then do kirtan, and to please Guru and Krishna. But this was one big regret in my life, that even like those times I had with Srila Gurudev, I felt some more awe and reverence, actually, that I wasn't able to develop more personal relationship. I had some some little bit of fear, but respect for Gurudev, that he did touch my heart and change my heart to love and follow him and understand his mood. And that is something that I had come to understand hearing his Harikatha in his festivals, and also reading his books and also his audiobooks. Thank you to the publication team, and especially Sripad Sridandi Maharaj for that service. Those audiobooks have, you know, served me very well, in the sense that I was able to focus on seva and listen to Chaitanya Charitamrita, listen to Jaiva Dharma, Bhakti Rasayan, you know, while doing so much various services in India and abroad, menial services, you know, cooking, cleaning. But yeah, so my prayer really is in offering my heart, my Puspanjali to Srila Gurudev, is that I can develop substantial offerings of gratitude and Krishna consciousness for the pleasure of the devotees, and to always be in the Vaishnav Sangha that is there remembering Srila Narayana Maharaj, because Srila Gurudev, because Srila Gurudev is actually, he's, you know, directly bringing what Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come to give, and Srila Gurudev came to give that love of Radha and Krishna. So, and all those that have become in touch with Srila Narayana Maharaj have realized that to some degree and have felt that. I pray to the Vaishnavas that they will not kick me away, and they can help me get rid of, you know, my kutinati and this dupliciousness and any anarthas that are there, which we all have, and to not become duplicious, you know, and to really perform and represent his mission and the mission of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because this is what's really pleasing the devotees and Gurudev. So, Prabhuji, I know you said the devotees in Canada are very nice, but I just want to say nice is actually meaning coming from the word nescience. So this is correct, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, and this is my, so I'm here now in Canada with my sister Manjari. We're living here, and offer my respects. Dandava pranams. Hare Krishna.
Thanks, Guru. Actually, I said I wasn't actually just talking about devotees. I was talking about all the human beings I've met in Vancouver are really sweet. But maybe I was just on a lucky few days. I don't know. Prabhu, were you in Turkey in 2008?
Prabhu, I was that time.
I was there with you then.
Yes, I think that might have been first time I saw you then. Yes. And
yeah. I had a really funny experience with Gurudev that time. He was really the Leela would take too long, but yeah, he was really how would I say, it was a combination of teasing me and seducing me simultaneously. Of course, I was without any defenses, so he won again. But I remember that Turkey trip was great. It was really great.
If I could share one from that Turkey experience with Sripad Damodar Maharaj. We did morning walk there in Istanbul, and Srila Gurudev was finishing morning walk and going back to the car, and Damodar Maharaj told Srila Gurudev that there's this one Maharaj in Europe, he's preaching and he's giving some special like Siddha Pranali, maybe some, you know, whatever it is, and that, oh yes, very good, I'm also giving, you know, this mantra, Tornada. So Srila Gurudev would say this also many times as well, like this is a common verse, we need to be humble, we need to know this one. But I also remember at that time Gurudev repeated the whole mantra, like the whole shloka, and I felt like it was just so endearing. It was also for, you know, for those there to hear it. Anyhow, yes, Peru, yeah, Turkey was. I think Srila Gurudeva was also amused just seeing Turkey. I know that Srila Gurudeva had his desire while he traveled from 1996 onward, that he wanted to laugh and enjoy his
Yes,
tours.
he said he had to laugh and cry once a day each. That's actually something I try to do. I try to learn from that. I think, and if you can laugh and cry at the same time, that's the best day. That's really amazing. But by the way, I have to correct something you said, Prabhu. You said that you were only doing menial service, but there's no such thing as menial service. All service done with the heart is of the highest and most beautiful order, like the Leela of the squirrel and Ram. It doesn't matter how quantitatively or externally, how small it seems. If it's done with intent and with love, and it's done with faith in Guru, then it's beautiful. Doesn't matter what it is. And I really related to the story you told about how Gurudev was speaking in Hindi, and yet he touched your heart, even though probably half of what he said, because if he was speaking half in Hindi, half in English, you wouldn't have been understanding him. And that reminds me of one of my favorite quotes, which is from the Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, Chapter 20, Text 25. It's just such an amazing, you'll all know it, but these are all worth repeating. It says, "My dear Lord, you are glorified by the selected verses uttered by great personalities. Such glorification of your lotus feet is just like saffron particles. When the transcendental vibration from the mouths of great devotees carries the aroma of the saffron dust of your lotus feet, the forgetful living entity gradually remembers his eternal relationship with you. Devotees thus gradually come to the right conclusion about the value of life. My dear Lord, I therefore do not need any other benediction but the opportunity to hear from the mouth of your pure devotee." So that story you said about hearing him in Hindi reminds me of that most beautiful quote. I hate to put you on the spot like this, and please say no if it's asking too much. But would you be able to sing maybe a bhajan for Gurudev playing Madanga, so we can relish your? Because someone told me you're not from Vancouver. They said you're from Madanga Loka. So if you feel inspired, play a little something for us.
Prabhu, actually looking at two bhajans. There's one I can run through, and then I can do like one Hare Krishna, like small, like 1-2
Beautiful.
mantras.
Whatever you're inspired. Beautiful.
Bhajan Gurudev Kabe Mor Sedina Habe. Thank you, Manjri. Gurudev Kabe Mor Sedina Habe. Manastira Kori Nirjane Boshiya. Manastira Kori. I'll just run through it. Krishna Nama Gabo Jabe. Krishna Nama Gabo Jabe. Samsara Pukara Kane na Poshibe. Dehoro Gadure Rabe. Hare Krishna Bholi Gahite Gahite. Nayane Bhahibe Ora Dehete Pulaka Udita Hoibe Premete Koribe Bhora. Gada Gada Vani Mukhe Bhahiribe Kapibe Sharira Mama Garma Muhur Mumhu Vivarna hoibe stambita pralaya sa. Dasha kabe habe nirantara nama gabo. Avesha rohiya deha jatra kori tomara karuna pavo. Gurudev Kabe Mora Se Dina Habe. Gurudev Abe mora se dinave. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Prabhuji, Jai Gurudev. But
that was so beautiful. Thank you for being spontaneous and offering that last bhajan. Very beautiful. Thank you.